Hi everyone, it's us again from Reading with Joan. This afternoon, we are here and you can see I'm trying to unlock the violin because it has been a very hot afternoon and we've actually forgotten what we are supposed to do because the heat has waxed her brain away. Has the heat has waxed your brain away?
No.
Oh, the heat waxed my brain completely away that I forgot I'm supposed to come and talk. Anyway, so we are here now and we are supposed to have a Saturday talk. But before we start talking, I think I'm going to ask Jed to play first. What do you think?
Ooh.
That's a change. So I'm setting up her violin and she's going to play her violin first. And tell us the title of a song. Can you move away, darling? Tell us the title of a song and you play your violin and we hear the sweet music. Okay?
I'm playing long ago.
Huh?
I'm playing long ago.
Yeah. Well done. Fantastic. How did that make you feel?
Yes.
So, did you practice that song before you came to play, or you just showed up today and you played?
I practiced.
You practiced. So, what did practice? Hey, Chipmunk is clapping for you. So, what did practicing? How did that make you feel when you practiced?
It made me feel happy because when I finished putting my violin back, I felt like I was going to play and I was going to be happy.
You are going to be happy. Okay. So now we are going to go to our talk. And Jedidah, can you remind us what we talked about last week?
We were talking about when we were being thankful.
We're talking about when we were being thankful. And just a brief reminder, Jamie, can you tell us what we've been discussing?
We've been discussing teaspoons. So wait, do you mean about being thankful or just?
Yeah, what we've been discussing.
Okay, so we've been doing teaspoon, which means T is for thank you, and the S is for sorry, and the P is for please. So it's like if you look in a cookbook, they'll probably write TSP, which is like thank you, sorry, please.
So just before we got into the teaspoon, the genesis of this discussion started with the two of them. Because if you have not listened to the episode before, I woke up with a striking headache one day like this. It was a Saturday. Jamie, leave me alone! Jamie, I don't want to. Yeah. Oh. Did you see the way my voice is high?
And
Times that by 4.
And Jeremy said I was a baby.
Yeah, she doesn't like being called a baby. And Jamie's an expert of calling her a baby. They went on and on and on. And so that was how this segment started, about conflict resolution and negotiation. And then we went on from there to start talking about being thankful. Yes or no?
Yeah.
And today we are talking about ingratitude. So, and I've asked the girls before the show, there was no pre-arrangement. I've asked them to think about what they're going to say and ways they've been ungrateful. But before the girls start talking, I'm going to ask Chibumam, can you hear us? I'm going to ask you to tell us the times when you've been ungrateful. Is that okay? And kids at home, if you are watching, you can type and tell us when you've been ungrateful. Even if you're an adult, you can just comment on our show and tell us, okay, I've been ungrateful at this time. I've been ungrateful on this episode, and what you did to rectify the situation. We would like your audience to share with us. And Chupuma, we are putting you on. We are muting you. Can you please tell us when you've been ungrateful and what you did to change your mind?
I've been ungrateful when my parents don't let me do what I want.
Ah,
Interesting.
interesting. Does that sound familiar? Okay, so let me tell the audience what you said. Buma said that she's ungrateful whenever her parents don't allow her to do what she wants to do because they don't allow her to have her way all the time. Does that sound familiar to these two girls?
No. Yes. No. Yes.
Are you being honest, Jemima? Does that sound familiar to you?
Yes.
When you've been ungrateful?
Yes.
Okay, Chibuma, thank you for being honest. I really appreciate it. So what did you do to change that mindset?
Then after that, I get in trouble. No. And then sometimes I disobey them and I get in trouble.
Ah. Okay, so what she said, sometimes
after that day, I just obey them.
Okay.
Do the way they want it.
So she said sometimes she disobeys them because she wants to have her way, and then it doesn't end up well. Kids at home, you know what happens when you disobey, do you? Does it end up well? Nah. So what should you do? I know when they ask you not to do something, it's not easy to say, thank you, mom, I understand. We'll think about it later. But it is important that when parents says, now it's not time for you to eat sweet, you should be grateful for the opportunity to eat sweet later.
Because that's good. And if you eat sweets, you won't become healthy.
Oh, if you eat sweet, you won't become healthy. Do you eat sweet or don't you eat sweet? Yeah. But the truth is, what she just said, that if you eat too much sweet, you won't be healthy. But the main thing is, your parents are teaching you patience. Your parents are teaching you how to wait your turn. You know, and it is very difficult in my house to wait their turn. Did somebody just do this? That they're talking about me. Ga ga ga. It's very difficult for you to.
I'm grateful when somebody does bad to you.
You're ungrateful when somebody does bad to you. Is it that you're ungrateful or you're upset? Which one of them?
Upset.
You're upset, but now we are talking about being ungrateful. Okay, when somebody does bad to you, you are upset. But now we're talking about how can I be grateful when I'm supposed to have something and they say, no, you can't have it. How can I be grateful? So Ayo, it's your turn. Can you tell us? No, I'm coming to both of you. Did you see what I just talked about? Waiting your turn. Yes. Right here and now, she's doing it. Ayo, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Ayo? Uh-oh, what did I do? Hello? Oh, no. Hello? Okay, can you hear me? So, tell me, Ayo, what have you been ungrateful for?
time I was riding my bike. Well, then my mom said it's time to come in, and I didn't say thank you for the time that I had. And then I complained I want more time.
Ah, does that sound familiar?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
It does.
Okay. Complaining for more time to play rather than saying thank you. So she was given an opportunity to go outside and ride her bike. Her mom said, time up, it's lunchtime, it's dinner time, and she started complaining. Does that sound like somebody like this one's? Thank you for being honest. So, Ayo, I am very grateful for your honesty. So, what did you do to change that attitude?
Well, from now on, when it's time for me to go inside after I rode my bike, I don't complain for more time, and I say thank you.
Okay. Okay, good. Now she learns thankful for the time she spent. Okay, now she's learned a lesson that next time she doesn't complain when she's asked to go outside and play. That what she does is she's grateful for the opportunity her mom had given her for the time she's played before, so that next time you can have another opportunity. Kids, let me learn a big secret to you. The big secret is when you are thankful for the little your parent gives you, you know what makes them happy? They are so happy that they will give you bigger and bigger and bigger. We have a parent upstairs and it's called God that does the same thing for us. God? God. Oh. Oh. More. So when we are grateful to him and we thank him for the sunshine, thank him for the rain, thank him for the moon, thank you for everything. The next time we wake up and we see the sunshine, right? Right? When we thank him for the food, the next time he provides more food for mom and dad, isn't it? Good. So now it's your turn, Jamie. Tell us the time you've been ungrateful and what you did. I've been ungrateful for. Now she's thinking about it. She was so impatient to talk. Now she's wait. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Okay. I wasn't grateful for food. Like sometimes I'm grateful for food. Like whenever mom gives us food, I'm just like, yum, I'm gonna eat this and not say thank you at all. Ah, so it's not really that I'm ungrateful. It's that I just don't say thank you, which is basically the same thing. So Jamie is ungrateful whenever she just eats and clean up the whole plate. Jamie's a very good eater. I bless the Lord. But she will just clean up the plate and she'll walk out of the table, lingo, 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 lingo. Lingo. And then she'll be looking at another person's food as in, I want to eat that one too. Without saying thank you for the one she's eaten. And does mommy feel happy whenever you do that? Huh? No, you don't like me looking at your food. And you don't like I don't like you looking at food. Then I don't like it. And then but does mommy complain about you not being grateful for the little you have? Yes, a lot of time. Or if I give Jamie the kind of food she doesn't want to eat, oh, she will look at the food that this food is a nightmare. Why would you give me this sort of food to eat? And I'm not having it. I'm just like, you gotta eat that food, baby, because that's the food for today. I didn't want to hear that. You don't want to say that. A bit weird. And so that's what happens. So, kids, sometimes your parents are going to give you the kind of food you don't like, the kind of clothes you don't like. They buy it for you. Oh, instead of, why did you buy me this kind of shoes? Mom, You know I like sneakers. Why did you buy me sandals? Why can't we just say thank you? Thank you, first of all. Wait, first of all. And now say, Mom, next time, do you mind buying me this type of thing? The food, thank you. Eat it with a grateful heart. And then next time, Mom, do you mind giving me my favorite jollof rice to eat? Or my favorite rice and stew? Look at and they make you hungry. or your favorite dodo. Now the trending thing in my house is
soya.
my trending suya. My trending food now is yam and dodo because they didn't like it before.
I like suya.
Now the lockdown has made them to like yam and dodo. So so kids, be grateful for whatever you're given, because when you're grateful, not only do you make your teachers and your parents happy, you become a favorite. You just tick a box, a thankful box, right?
Mm-hmm. Can I also say something?
What?
Dodo is planting.
Oh,
just saying.
Just for explanation.
Just in case you think I don't like fried yam.
You don't like fried yam? What do you like?
So this time where I was ungrateful was the second time when we ate yam. It was fried yam. It was disgusting.
Oh, Jen!
The cook is right beside you.
Did you hear that? The cook is beside. It was a nightmare to get her to eat fried yams that day. But trust Mom.
And I had eggs.
Trust Mom.
I loved eggs.
Trust Mom. Did you eat the food? Did you eat? I know. Trust Mom. She
I just ate a lot of ketchup to clean the taste.
Oh, she had the ketchup.
There's a funny aftertaste.
Okay, now we are not on foodie program. We'll come back for foodie program. Jen, she said I'm master chef. Come on to my house. Okay, Jen. Tell us when you've been ungrateful.
That time and when I had to come in from my bicycle.
Oh, so I said the same thing. But give us another example. Give us another example.
Are you sure? She could have been there when I had to bath. I have another thing I'm ungrateful for.
Jed, that is typical. Once you say Jed, bathing time, Jed will just say,
I need some milk.
Do I have to bath? No.
Mommy, I have another thing.
What?
I'm grateful for the privilege of school.
Explain that.
Because she doesn't like going to school.
Yes, I do. Oh, she likes going to school. She's crazy about school.
Not that. I'm not crazy. I like it, but I'm not like school.
All right, okay. The dancing tambori is gone. All right. So, what? Explain that.
Like, I don't know what's making you laugh. It's like, cause it's very
It's like.
I don't know.
It's very
it's just good.
Huh?
I'm quite lucky to go to school because there's some people who can't go to school.
Okay, now let me explain. In my house, Jamie goes to school. Jed is homeschooled. And so sometimes Jamie doesn't understand the privilege of going to school when she moans and she groans and she does all the other. Oops, what's that? Something is playing up and so my legs just tipped something.
Oh dear.
So when she's grateful and not happy about things that happened in school or the privilege she has of going to school, and that makes me really sad, and sometimes I have to scold her that, Jamie, you need to learn to be grateful. Sometimes I wish I could just put Jed in school and take you out of school so you know what it is. And so that breaks my heart when Jamie is ungrateful that she has that big opportunity to go to school. So how have you dealt with that, especially with the lockdown? What have you learned from that, and how have you dealt with that?
Well, I learned I like homeschooling better than school, school.
She prefers homeschooling. Oh, we're privileged.
What about me?
Oh, let's get beer hug.
With the headlock.
Headlock. Now, so she now understands that she goes to school, but being at home and learning from home is also as brilliant as going to school. And it's also as just important learning, because there are other things you learn you can't even learn from school that you learn in homeschooling, which Jed has a privilege to learn every single day. And in fact, Jamie started begging us for Jed's curriculum. It was really interesting. It was really interesting.
And she won't really find it nice.
Yeah, she found it nice.
She said that I will find it nice.
Oh, you will find it nice. No, she will find it nice. So that is it. And Jet's ungratefulness, she said bath time. So she doesn't understand even the gratitude of having water to clean your body. So sometimes I have to go through the lecture. Do you know that there are kids in some part of the world that don't even have water to bath? Do you know there are some people that don't even have running tap? You know, so I have to go through that coaching center. Do you know that there are some kids that for months and months they've not bathed at all? And so every little thing we have, we need to learn to be grateful. If it's bedtime, if it's bath time, whatever is it, eating time. Kids don't have food to eat. Chibuma, is that not true? Some kids don't have food to eat. Some kids don't have clothes to wear. Some kids don't have houses to stay. Some kids stay on the streets. Even in the UK, some kids are homeless, so the government have to give them shelter. So you have a home, you have food, you have, and I tell them you have the three basic things children need.
You don't have to go into home yourself.
Exactly. Food, clothes,
and shelter.
And then that's it. If you have those basic things as a kid, and water, whatever, water and food, stop. If you have those basic things, you have more than enough. I think we have spent more than the time we have already today, and I'm enjoying this discussion so badly because it's nice. It's nice to think about what we do wrong, and it's nice to reflect. Now, kids at home, kids on Zoom. From today, are you going to look back and be grateful more? Yes. Are you going to obey your parents even when you don't like it? Yes. Are you going to think of helping out and supporting your parents, because that's just a sign of gratitude? Yeah, I told Jamie that a sign of thanking your parents is helping out at home, because they don't have to wash plates, cook food, clean the house. You should begin to do things to help your parents. You're growing up, so there are some house chores you need to start doing. Wash the plates, clean the TV, clean the pictures. Begin to do little things to support your parents, because you're doing it from a grateful heart. If you do something from your grateful heart, your parents notice all the little things and they bless you more. Do you understand? So next week, Saturday, what are we going to talk about? Are we moving from...
That was funny. Are we talking about
completely unplanned? I don't know how these girls do it. So next week we'll be going from gratitude to please, and it's a very nice one. So if you are grateful, you also learn to be kind with your words, and you will learn to say please. So next week we are going to please, and I hope you join us as we move on the third part of a teaspoon, which is please. So girls and boys, daddies and mommies, uncles and aunties, guardians and carers, we'll see you next week on
Reading with Joan.
Couch time.
Did you say next week?
Yeah, next week Saturday.
Couch chat. Oh, right.
Couch chat. Yeah, we'll see you next week Saturday on Couch chat. And bye-bye. Bye.